Welcome back, none and all. Welcome back, neither big nor small. Jesus fucking Christ. At least no everything's running on time. This is me just talking. Feel free to chime in. I mean, I just want to talk to people about nothing. This is quite literally me killing time. So, first of all, again, I do apologize for the lack of streaming quality as of late. Most of that is down to me. I would wholeheartedly ask you to just remember that I'm not in the best headspace right now. Second of all, which does not defend me, by the way, I'm just context. Second of all, YouTube really put me out of swags today. I just came up with that on the fly. Swags, they're like plogs, but even more Giza-esque. Right, mate, you got any swags? Got any swags, mate? You mean pogs? Nah, that's for rich gits, that is. You want swags, you do. What's a swag? Well, I might just have a packet right here. And then you offer to exchange some swags for a chance at some swags. Right, so all's good in the proverbial hood. Right, so, this might actually just be my second stream of the day. I'm clearly not bringing my A game to the table today. Will be tomorrow, but not today. I am entirely aware of my lack of Budapest. That, in all fairness, is beyond me. I've been waiting for that Sleepy Boy stream process, which only uploaded recently. And I still have to go through one more of those things, but luckily it's the weaker one, so it won't take so long. I've also uploaded, I'd say, 6th or 5th of what, no, 4th, maybe even the 3rd of the whole footage that I took. It's a rather complicated story why I ended up taking the footage the way I did, but there you have it. I also, in the middle of a financial crisis, thought it was a good idea to go and buy myself some wine. I'm proud of myself and I'm buying myself any food. Like I said, I'm on a diet. I've been on a diet for the past few days. But I have been drinking a large quantity of alcohol. So I guess no matter what, some things will never change. I'm quite hungry right now, but I have an hour and a half before I can be okay with myself to get something to eat. Especially because, you know, it's going to be the last thing I'm going to eat all day. Even though technically it'll be midnight, which is the next day over, but... That came from a burn. For some reason I thought it was a good idea to stop a candle from flickering by putting a plastic cup over it. Right, so, you guys show up and I will be more than happy to hop on to a more action-packed game than I was playing previously. Privately. Wasn't playing it but privately. Let's actually see what the how the progression of that stream is going. Or just in general. I've been posting up so many stuff as of late. So many stuff as of late. English good or great. Ew. Drunken Peasants Underground, get away, you got Joe on stream. Video. So, Sleepy Boy is 4. The Gimped episode is 12. The Pre-Sleepy is 6. Sleepy Boy Stream Raw is 81. Cool. God. I actually might hit 100 before the end. Wasted Wednesday is 11. Next one down, 13. That goes back to Budapest. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that, I am. So, the reason I'm doing this stream right now is literally just because I want to vent and hopefully have someone to talk to. It takes quite a while for people to pop into the view count down the corner. It's kind of annoying. Oh, big shout out to Jay Darkey. He showed me a way around the YouTube bullshit. I had to install Streamlabs, but as far as I can tell, it's also Streamlabs as in Streamlabs OS. So, OBS. So, it'll basically be the same creature that I'm used to here. I'm to the there as I am to here. So, this works for a lot of different reasons, at least for now. But I have heard a huge way around it will be cut off soon. In other words, they will put Streamlabs down as the same idea as any other third party, which fucking sucks. But for the meantime, I suppose I'm lucky I don't get to be completely destroyed by YouTube. I'll probably do this for about half an hour and then end it. So we're at minute 8ish. So let me suggest a few things for you to watch on Netflix. Number 1, The Highwayman. Not inspired by a true event, Bonnie and Clyde. It has Kevin Costner and not Matthew McConaughey. Oh my god. IMDb. Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson, there we go. And they're they're based off real life people, 2 former Texas Rangers at the time when Texas Rangers had been disbanded, and they're old, and I mean they're solidly old, and they're not at their A game anymore, and they've been told by special commission by the woman herself who decommissioned the Texas Rangers to go and hunt for Bonnie and Clyde. So they went off and they're actively a part in killing off Bonnie and Clyde. And it's pretty cool. It's, like I said, based off a true event, but it's not a true event, so, you know, whatever. It's alright. It's not getting great IMDb's, I'll admit that, but at the same time, I enjoyed it. Another one I have been watching has been that Marco Polo show. That's right, the one from a couple of years ago that jumped on the bandwagon of Game of Thrones. Well, it's totally fine. I don't know why I like it as much as I do. I'm not considering it to be a great movie, TV show. I'm just considering it to be a okay TV show. I honestly consider it something to watch. Season 1 has far more hooking moments. There's a lot more orgies, there's a lot more gore, and there's a lot more bombastic moments, including fight scenes. Oh my god, they love fight scenes in that show. They're very pro fight scene. They're very pro kung fu fight scenes. If you like modern day kung fu stuff, you'll like this. And there's a good chance, and you've already seen Marco Polo. It's only 2 seasons. I'm in episode 4 of season 2. Could get different, but something tells me no. At the time, it was a colossal net loss for Netflix. They hadn't really worked out the kinks yet, and it was a huge net loss financially. They hadn't really worked out all the details. I remember that. Beyond that, I've been watching the Madeleine McCann documentary. To an American, that is just nothing. Madeleine McCann is a name they might have heard of once in a while, but for the UK and Ireland, we know who that motherfucker is, or should I say that poor little girl who really got done over. The documentary itself is clearly showing its heart on its sleeve. It's not being unbiased at all. It's entirely being like, the parents done fucked up, which is one of the major things. I've actually been to the very resort that that little girl and her family stayed at, and they describe it right. The way the way it's shot is correct. The town itself is a network of hills and warrens of alleyways, tiny little alleyways, and the apartment complex itself is a little complex of blind alleys and such, but surrounding it is a sea of nothing. I can tell you that from personal experience. A massively open desert area. If you want to bury a body there, perfect location. So despite the fact that I know this documentary is geared towards them hating the parents, because the parents have always come across as a bit fishy to a lot of people. And I'm very aware that it's hyped up. I also, regardless of that, have personal experience, so I know that what they're saying at the heart of it is true. Now, saying that, you might get something else entirely, so by all means, go and check it out. Another one I saw on Netflix was Beast of No Nations, one of the big uns that Netflix has ever produced, and oh my god, that is some powerful shit. Like, I don't need to send it at this point. It's Beast of No Nations. It's like Schindler's List, Boy in Straight Pajamas, The Killing Fields. I'm sure there's a hell of a documentary slash drama about the kids in Mexico. But it doesn't matter. Like, this is the Beast of No Nations, Oscar nominated, and yeah, it's totally worth something to watch. Like, go and watch it, but go and watch it as a part of something where you got something good, something low. That's the Beast of No Nations right there, and then something high again to bring it back up, because otherwise you're gonna be left in a bad mood. But it's a hell of a good movie. What else have we been watching about it? I've been getting back into Chef's Table. For someone who's just hit back onto their diet and who has no money, of course I want to watch incredibly expensive food being prepared. Why not? I think we're on season 4 now at this point. There's also Chef's Table France, which is separate. I have never watched that. The idea of it just being solely focused on France always turned me off on the grounds that the French are pretentious enough. The idea of having a show about... Because every single one of these people in Chef's Table, particularly season 1, are all talking about, like, the establishment always said you can't do it like this, you can't do it. Who are the establishment? This French's Chef Table is the establishment. We're talking about the finest of French food as the most stereotypical way of putting it. So I don't know, watch it if you want to see what the finest of fine dining looks like, French Table, but otherwise watch regular Chef's Table, which I'm genuinely surprised keeps on going. So is Abstract, for that matter. I only saw season 1 of Abstract. That is a cool thing to watch. Maybe Mel was stoned, I'm just saying. I particularly love the photographer who they take their best photography stuff and combined it with a muralist in New York, and the next minute you know, like, subway stations have the best picture they ever took of Obama muraled onto the side of it, the best picture they ever took of, like, the Ukrainian crisis on it. It's, yeah, that's some shit I want to get behind. Besides that, I've been watching a lot of documentaries from Ken Burns, but it's all Ken Burns shit that I would really recommend. Short bus. About time someone showed up. Only took 17 minutes. I'm not gonna do a second game tonight. I'm getting too drunk, so instead I'm just gonna chat. Anyway, I've been uploading so many videos from the altered videos from the Sleepy Boy stream, and tomorrow you get more, plus an actual 2 stream thing. Anyway, I hope you're well. I'll put a little bit of music on while we wait. I've been lucky so far. The music links that I've been using have not been too bad. I'm half tempted to do the shuffle, my shuffle, but that's all shit from, like, DP and shit. YouTube. Fuck it. Alright, I'll do that. As I said, I was like, do you really not want to do that? Well, sure, because I keep on doing it. Yeah, but it's fun. Oh. Fun. That's an interesting concept. I remember that in Songs and Stories.
What's the song? The forward hug. Me, that's the gut slice. Check it out.
The screen is fucking laggy. Ben's across the room and he's fucking laughing at me. It ain't my fault that I'm fat. I was poor as a kid and I have a bad back. I need my couch, I don't deserve this.
Currently drinking Santa Helena Valete Sauvignon Blanc. So, I am drinking white wine. The cheapest and easiest, most cost-efficient alcohol in this town is wine. Which, don't get me wrong, if you go to the place where this is made, €1-2 a bottle. Here, 9. but it's cheaper than beer. Unless you're drinking a pint, in which case. I always like the feel of wine. It's a sort of like a comfort, you know. Vodka's more like a slow punch in the face. And beer is more like when you're being pushed down more and more. But wine is sort of like a... Not like a... Reminds me of very hot but not oppressively hot days sitting by the pool in a Mediterranean villa. Which I have to do more. I promise I will do it no less than 2 times this decade. Paul had the right attitude. But now that we're listening to it, I might as well. Might as well. I'm the sort of director that is kind of like, hey, we paid for the damn thing, we might as well use it, so here you all go. Yeah, sure, Low Energy, you can play my music anytime. Anytime? Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to play it every time, would you? I'm just a walking advertisement at this point. Again, big shout out to Jay Darkey and Evan Lefevre. Oh, you can't hear it? Hold on, hold on. You can't hear the music. Okay, let me... Oh, it's too subtle. Oh, my bad, my bad. By the way, you hear that noise, the hissing? I ain't got a clue. I do not have a fucking clue what that noise is. I lowered the desktop audio down for you. I also lowered this down. Can you hear that? Good stuff. I think Marshall needs to do more music like this. He said I can use any of his music, but all he knows is the DP stuff is free, so I can use other his stuff, but some of it might get claimed, so I need to go through each and every one of them and just... Same with Lazy J, for that matter.
What will the rest of my life be like? Yeah. I've watched TV, I've seen the news. Mothers on crack, men beating women, sisters with HIV, churches past involved.
Yeah. Give us more subs. Give us more donations. I don't even want that up, in all fairness. Let's... How do you, just keep moving it down, don't you? There we are. There. I never wanted to, like, make some sort of, like, little hint of it or anything like that. It's just... Eventually, I'm gonna have a playlist, and it won't just be, like, all the music from DP and DFF. It's also going to be, it'll just be really choice songs from that, and then other stuff. But the only problem is, other stuff comes from the, the free playlist bullshit. And the only problem with the free playlist bullshit is that I don't, none of them are free. Which fucking sucks.
Alright, so what?
Like, it's weird that these, yeah. Like, here's Billy's stuff, here's Marshall's stuff, here's more Billy's stuff. And then, here's a bunch of stuff that I thought was free because it said it was free, but in actual fact, will get me copyright claimed if I play it. It'll just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yet it says, when I found it, it says, like, oh, this is copyright free stuff, so... I got rid of them now, which is a shame. I like the Chainsmokers song. That was pretty good. The free aren't free? The free aren't free in the sense that it costs a hefty fucking free. No, I'll get copyright claimed if I play a lot of these music. And the thing about it is, even now, I do not want to steal anyone's bullshit. Even after all of YouTube's bullshit to me, I am still willing to play by their rules. Which includes things like, hey, I've got some music that I'm playing. Even though I'm talking in the background, you want to claim it for the sake of the artist? Fine. Most of the time. And apparently in this case, that was not one of the cases, so I just got rid of them. Which is a fucking shame. Like I said, I like that Chainsmokers song. So if you can actually think of a song that won't get me copyright claimed, I'm more than happy to play in the background. If not, I'm afraid our good friend Billy is going to have to take over. I'll tell you now. Yeah, like public domain, that YouTube, no matter what their bullshit, can't actually get me. But I mean, like, it's something that you'd actually want to hear, not just sort of generic background stuff I might play while listening to a, while driving a truck. Like a song that people can actually sing along to. Because even like classical music, they argue can be copyrighted, which is fucking bullshit. No, it can't. It's classical music. What, is Mozart gonna grow out of his fucking grave and hit me with a fucking subpoena? When I do my my streams, I hit a copyright-free playlist, and it's all jazz, but there's not like singable to it. It's all just sort of mellow, which is great at the time. But now I actually want music. I want music I can hell even sing along to. Can't, because if you can sing along to it, you can copyright it, so you can sell it, and that makes money.
Like to fight you. Exit stage left, here's a window you can fly through. You beat me, please, you could really try to. That'll happen just like Gatsby rapping without white dudes.
Anyway, question I will be asking everyone right now. Oh, is it 3? Oh, one of them knocked over. Technically, it's 4. It's 4. There should be a lot more of them, but each one represents a game that I beat. Luckily, right now, while on stream, I beat 4. So, so that's, hey, Ollie. It's gonna, I don't even know why, that's just gonna piss me off if I don't tip it up. It's a bill, yes, I'm on the bill. I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. What? Hold on. Alright. Sometimes I want to listen to music, sometimes I don't. Dude, I've been off to Budapest. I've had to deal with the Sleepy Boy stream. And I've been dealing with editing and... In other words... You haven't been on playing skits on farming? Yeah. Dude. I've been doing my shit. You've been doing yours. And you know what else? I would kind of be okay with playing Farming Sim. Right now, in fact. Farming Simulator 17, because I don't have the money to get it. Do I have it installed? Oh, for God's sake, I don't have it installed. Of course I don't. Alright, well, let's go install it for next time. Might cause a problem for well, I guess I'm gonna start to install it. What the fucking do? When I get some money, I'll try to buy you it. No, man. When you get some money, you go and buy yourself whatever the fuck you want and or need. When you have more than enough money and you want to start donating shit, that's different. But you know, you got to think about you first. I would love to try Farm Simulator 19, don't get me wrong. Just like I'd love all my things on my wish list down in the description down below. Assuming the description down below has all the things I needed to have down there. I think it does anyway. Aww. Quite honestly, past, I'd say, 72 hours, I've not been in the best state of mind, so it'd be probably best not to. Not that I would say anything terrible to a small child, it's just I wouldn't be very interested. We'd be more like, yeah, no, right, okay, right, yeah, wow. I have been going through a lot of bullshit right now, financially, and also ever since I got back from Budapest, I've been I've got like a massive pile of to-dos that I need to do. Some of which you will see. Like I said, I've been running on this for the past, I'd say, 3 days, but still. But other things have just been kind of putting me down. But yeah, like no, man, like you focus on you first, man. Always. Don't ever make a YouTuber your life. whether you fancy them, whether you think that they're you in another life, whether they're your best friend in the whole damn world, YouTuber or any tuber for that matter, just, you know, remember that you yourself have to come first. I've met people who obsess with particularly cam girls once sex comes into the equation. That's my treadmill. It's currently up. To save myself time tomorrow, I will now dislocate it. So I have to use my foot because I'm not quite in the same area. Or my hand, either way. Paid 800 quid for that motherfucker. As of next week, I will be live streaming in myself running for half an hour at a time. I mean, I will talk before and I will talk afterwards during the running, but there it is, ready for tomorrow. Yeah, Monday, not Wednesday, either Tuesday or Thursday, and Friday. So you hear it here first, folks. Well, actually, you hear it here like third. I think I've mentioned this like 2 other times. I will live stream and run. I will just be, you know, trying to guilt myself to get on the treadmill, which I haven't needed to guilt myself into ending as of late, but I have been absolutely agonying myself over the past few days. So you'll probably get that the first time around and be like, kill me. Anyway, right, my broski off to bed. You too, man. Check in tomorrow. I will not be drinking, so as a result, I will probably get at least 3 games in. Which, one of which almost certainly will include either one of the simulator games or at least a strategy game. Other ones will probably include things like Age of Empires, Borderlands, maybe even not Civ. I'll probably do Civ on Sunday, trying to finish off that battle I started today. But Soulstorm, I suppose, as well. Plus there's tons of GOG games I need to keep on playing. No, like I said, expect to see a lot more of these streams in the near future. They're God almighty, they're kind of the default for the foreseeable future, which fucking sucks. But on the plus side, Farming Simulator 17 has already re-downloaded itself. Rejoice. Throughout the, if not this week, then next week, maybe even Wednesday. Actually, Wednesday. Brett, yeah, I know I'm playing on Wednesday. I'm going to hop on Farming Simulator, and I will fucking hoe my crops, even though you can't hoe your crops. No, would it be great? Farming Simulator 2020, and it shows like Farming Simulator 1020, and you have to pull like the oxen with the plow in the background, and you gotta sow the fields by hand, and yeah, that'd be kind of cool. In fact, you know what? There has to be a mod somewhere. If not for the Farming Sims games, then just any, like Skyrim Farming Simulator. Because they already have a farming mechanic. You harvest a crop and you wait 3 days and it comes back. And before you say Stardew Valley, I am entirely aware of Stardew Valley. I am a big fan of Stardew Valley. I even lasted a whole year. And as for Minecraft, that doesn't count anything. But I want like a really like farming simulator. I want to be the old 70-year-old man. Well, the old 70-year-old man is redundant. I want to be the 70-year-old man, just sort of like with the horse and like a till behind him, and he's just going like, Reno, right there, John, right. We down to the bookies last week. I was. You got any goodie? Got it something last week. What'd you get? 25. Oh, nice. I want to be culty. I want to be true culty. I want to get together and go like, you know what I'm saying about John there? I know what you mean about John. Yeah, John.
Farming Simulator 2019. Behold the joys of
having a really conservative viewpoint and not being guaranteed a paycheck every week. Hell, even the conservative viewpoint thing is kind of bullshit over here. A lot of farmers over here have very liberal attitudes. So long as they all love each other, what the fucking difference does it make? Exactly. Farmers make phallic-sized potatoes for the gay pride, and they do it with pride. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but I would love if that was true. I'm sure one farmer somewhere has done that. Here's to show that the farmers are entirely 100% behind the gay movement. In all fairness, anyone who, I don't know how women, particularly like when they're like teenagers, how they can fuck like cucumbers and things like that, because in all fairness, it's A, disgusting. I mean, it's not made for that, but also B, I mean, it breaks. It's a food. It's going to break. It's going to mush. It's going to. I mean, you know, when you're 14 years old and you want to think about enter teenage heartthrob here, you want to kind of partake, but at the exact same time, and yet we all know the fucking origin of the pocket pussy. The Japanese guy who was at his desk and he wanted to jack off, and he looked at his pot noodle meal and he was like, can I fuck it? And suddenly he made a multi-billion-dollar industry. Because if he's smart, he made a multi-billion-dollar industry anyway. I mean, like, first of all, that is gender bias, and second of all, maybe not fuck your meal. I mean, I know some people get off by fucking food, but I look at a meal and I'm like, I want to eat that, or I don't want to eat that. At no point do I go, I want that to either, I want to either be in it, or I want it in me. I don't know, it's just, there's a line, there's a barrier. Maybe I'm a prude. Maybe I should go back to my knitting circle. Low energy knitting circle. Exactly, you don't want it in you like that. When you see a let's see, when you see a hot dog, something tells me you don't want to shove it up your ass. Maybe you do. Maybe you do, in which case, all the more power to you. But that is not what it was designed to do. As such, the consequences can look, and I imagine, feel horrible. I mean, That's not me being a prude, that's me being, at this point, practical. I mean, there are toys. There are men, particularly if what you want to be is a hole. Holes are always welcome. Sticks, less so. Sticks, unless it's a girl who wants a stick, in which case a lot of holes would be like, ooh. It's a supposed subversion of the whole stick thing. So, by that logic, by that logic, sticks, aka men who want to be holes, also will find themselves an eager market. Oh, I mean, some of the fun things you'll find, like candles. It's like a game of Clue or Cluedo over here. You know, candlesticks and rolling pins and light bulbs. Light bulbs, like, you know these things are fragile. You've broken them with your fingers. Just because it goes in, and then you want to keep it there? Why? Because you're too cheap to be able to afford a $10 butt plug. You just need the one at this point. It's like a sorority that has one dildo that's sort of, let's say there's like a dormitory second area and each one has 6 rooms around it and the dildo is placed in the middle like almost some sort of totem. You're not going to, if you wake up one day and look out and you don't see it there, you know it's in action, you're not going to go, how many phallic objects can I see around me? There it is, a cactus. No. If you go to a gay bar and, like, I've never understood, actually, what is, in all fairness, like, if you can answer me this would be great. What is the purpose of the gerbil? Like, what advantage does the gerbil give? What advantage does the live fish give? What advantage does the girl in that urban legend during it wasn't Motley Crue, was it Rolling Stones? Was it Slayer? Who was it that they were at a house party once and was it Black Sabbath? And not a house party, a hotel, like they rented out the entirety of the upper hotel, and apparently one room a girl was getting fucked by a shark. Like, what's the appeal? Like, I don't see it. It's moving around in there. Okay. Then, are these stories mostly predating animatronic vibrators? Because you go to Black Dragon, I'm sure all those incredibly convoluted motherfuckers that present in front of you also have little motors, you know? And to be honest with you, little motors, we've been able to get little motors as soon as like the 80s. Which, by the way, is when we started hearing the rumors of the gerbils and the gerbils and the fish and the eel and the everything else under the sun. So, like, I don't know. Move around inside you seems like it can be accomplished without A, the killing of a creature, or B, the distress of a creature, unless, of course, you add what the human in question might not want. Because, yeah, I've been on public display and I do not like it. Don't get me wrong, that has nothing to do with me being a model. That, in fact, is the exact opposite of feeling. When I was a model, I was like, yeah, alright, cool. Pose. Yeah. What do you want me to do? You want me to look slightly left? Look up? Okay, I can do that. Yeah. That's very different from sort of like being on display. and I imagine the a human in question, when they want a particular thing that normally is okay, yeah, that's where it becomes not okay. I almost let that metaphor get away from me. I didn't. It was like this close. It was like, go away, go away. No, no, back. I need to make a point. Anyway, more music. More music. More dancing girls. Eat. Eat. Drink. Be happy. Brah. You know what I look like right now? I look like Lobot. If you don't know what Lobot is, Lobot was Lando's companion in Cloud City in episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. When Han goes to Lando in Cloud City, his robot, pseudo robot friend. Yeah, like I was like Lobot. If I got rid of the beard, I would totally be able to pull off a Lobot. In all fairness, Sizzler is pretty good. Been to it once in my life. There's none in Ireland. Big shot. Again, I have no idea if you can hear this, so... No music? Thank you once again. What about now? I've turned to Mickey Mouse at this point. Oh! How meta is this? I'm basically cosplaying, yeah, pretty much. I can't wait for the day where Google is like, we've been bought out by our lords and savior, the Disney state. As such, now I kind of look like I look like a demon, kind of, with like horns. You know what I'd be up for right now? No shirt, no jacket, no nothing, and just have like two sexy bitches either side. Let's have these up like here. Eat, drink, consume each other's assholes. Yes. You have a little child? Bring him here. It's a good appetizer. I'm not joking. Bacchus. Bacchanals were fun as fuck, except real bacchanals, which often resulted in women getting to such high hysteria, they would literally carve the babies from their wombs and eat them before they die, and then the other woman would literally just trample over them. That's a real bacchanal. Like, bacchanals was all control, just lost. So I like the Roman bacchanal, which is like orgies, sex, drugs, food, sleep. Nothing else. No. You want something else? We can't help you here. We're here for a bacchanal. A Roman bacchanal. Roman bacchanal. Trademarked. I was there for that! Ha-ha! That's how I was born! Who do you think ratted out Jesus to the Romans? You think it was that Judas bitch? No! I was playing the long game! Who am I kidding? Paul does a better Mickey than I ever will.
It's Friday. I'm more excited than Rebecca Black. That's my fun day, cause Mondays are hecka whack. Hear the record scratch, pizza party, cowabunga. Overtime's a waste of time. We ain't getting any younger. We ain't getting any drunker. We hit a plateau, chasing chubby chicks. I'm a dry hump, a fat roll.
Alright, so to make up for today, tomorrow we'll have 3 gaming sessions.
I'm half slizzard, call up Wally Wigger, rhyming with the rap wizards. No scissors, punk rock don't cut curls. Roll like big fat, kick back and grub churros. We love girls, settle for a few slut holes. It's a work night, do loose buttholes. Call it what you wanna call it. I'm a fucking workaholic. Okay, come up out your pocket. Put that.
This is me being the most cheap motherfucker in the world.
Some days you just got to get loose.
For once I won't say subscribe, share, like, Discord. This is me just being me. Except I'm not being me because I'm not getting any sort of like feedback beyond Shortbus. Shortbus, you have been a fucking godsend. If there's any lurkers, I call to you. Shortbus does not deserve to carry all this weight. He is not a donkey, except for his cock, which is donkey size. Going to ride me anyway. What? No, the important thing is that if anyone is currently in the chat besides want to talk to me, and same goes for you, Short, if you want to talk about men. Feedback is key. Oh, Billy, I love you. But there's other fish to fry. Or at least... Oh, wow. Might be other fish to fry, but... Damn.
We gonna say so.
Not much. And I'm always begging. I will always beg. But you know who didn't beg? A better time. A sweeter time. A man. A legend.
Kind of hell in a cell through the Spanish announcer tape.
He told us of better.
We heard rumblings of a man who one day run for mayor of Knox County. That one man's name is Cade.
Oh, CJ's brother, have you heard the news? Cade is running for mayor in Knox County soon. Oh,
And he won it as well.
Scotty's brother,
The best thing ever. I was talking to someone who had no idea who DP or DFF was, and she turned around when I was talking about like, oh, I remember The Undertaker, and she turned around and she, I swear she said, "Did you hear that his brother? You know the one, Kane. He won." In Knox County, 1992. No, 2019. Oh. Which also doesn't make any sense because it's 2018. Oh, well, it was 2018 when I talked to her, so maybe he's gonna take office in 2019. Like, when did he take office? It was never about him though. It was about the moment. It was about the feel, the vibes.
Kane is running for mayor in Knox County soon.
I really want fried fish as well.
Oh, Scotty's
Get yourself some fried fish, some white wine sauce, some garlic potatoes. Oh, fry up some potatoes and garlic. Get yourself some good garlic butter, and obviously put a bit of oil and fry onto the pan, and then you just slice. Peel two potatoes, slice it. Actually, half, quarter, and then sprinkling garlic, and make them small. We don't have to grind it. Yeah, I know. Okay, so you don't grind the garlic. You just get cloves. If you don't have like pre-made stuff, most people do. Sometimes you get cloves. Break it into 4s and then break it into 2s. Obviously, wash it a little bit. It's not huge. Garlic doesn't need a huge amount of water, but then you put it in, and then you put potatoes in, and you just let the whole thing stir on a medium broil. You want the flavors to mix, but you don't at the exact same time want it to just burn without any sort of flavor expansion. The butter is key, so put a little bit more butter than you might need. Otherwise, oil, and the oil is fine too. I recommend olive oil for that one. And then, as for the fried fish, you don't need to cook it with it. If you have a big enough pan, big enough hob, yeah, that can make it nice. It's all pretty straightforward. After which, I really recommend you. Might be my time spent in Hungary. I don't know, but I recommend you add a dash of paprika rather than pepper, and the reason is the paprika is it's a better, heavier spice that goes over it. Oh, that's not a classic Irish recipe at all. It's like the most French thing I'm talking about right now, because I'm not talking about like overcooking anything. In the UK and Ireland, we overcook things like shit. In the French, they have it raw. They have it. You wouldn't think like the French, who are famous for being incredibly pretentious and bullshit, but they will eat like raw meat. I mean literally. They will warm it over smoke for a little bit and then jam it into their mouths and then be like, so much flavor, and I'm just there like, but disease. They're like, no, flavor, good flavor, texture. Bah, what do you want to eat? Paper? No, you want to eat meat. I'm just there like, wow, no wonder they are the best lovers ever, because they were the first to understand to go down on a girl. I guarantee you, the French were the first people ever to eat a girl out, because their diet is totally cool with it. We mock them as fuck, but a Frenchman will drink 5 bottles of wine and walk away with your wife at the end of any meal you bring him into. He will wear a turtleneck, or at least a very tightly clad shirt and jeans. He will sit down. He will have every answer for everything you throw at him. It might not be the correct answer, but it will be charismatic as fuck one. Particularly aimed towards women. And at the end of it, yeah. Bye bye, wife. Bye bye. I mean, she'll be back. He's not a good provider, but at the exact same time, he's gonna fuck your wife. So, Instead, what you need to do is you need to meet him in the bar and never invite him home, because then he will relay all these amazing recipes to him. You just talk about his mother and shit like that, and he's like, "Oh, my mom, she used to bring out this big pots," and like, you're just there with, fascinating. So, do you want to stay for another one? No, I have a dinner date at like 12. I can come with. No, you really can't come with. French people. I got nothing. I love French people. I actually don't. In all fairness, French people and me have not had the best history. France and me have not had the best history. Over the years, I have come to loathe France, loathe Paris in particular. Oh my god, every time I go there, it is a bad experience. So I'm like, oh well, I was just a bad point in my life at that point. Maybe I fought in your general direction. Exactly. And yet, not only does he fart in your general direction, but later on that night, your 17-year-old daughter totally sucked this cock. Not only consensually, but she's the one who initiated it. So, not only you cooked, but you are French-cooked. French-cook. No, frucked. You are frucked. If you go into the average Frenchman, you're frucked. Not fucked. You are frucked. I mean, I laugh at when we're in Rabbit with Ryby and all the people are just there hitting on her. I'm just there like, what actual French guy would do the job that they're all after? Especially if I wasn't, or Sage wasn't there. I just absolutely love the idea of this French guy showing up and being the most ridiculously French motherfucker in the world, and like Ryby's cringe, it's just destroyed in an instant, and she's like, "Oh, tell me how pretty I am again," you know. Which is cute because I could always remind her how fucking plain she is. And that's why she loves me. Because bitches love to be told that they are shit. And if you believe that, I have this fantastic, and I mean exquisite, swampland. Just open for purchase right now. Won't cost much. I'd say maybe 5-10 grand, but it's yours. I can make that number lower. Now it's not going to be easy, but I can make that number lower. I imagine in a previous life, I was one of those people at the bazaar who was just sort of like, You buy, it's good, yes. Hello, Whiskers, hello. Don't go. Seriously, alone. Let's say you're Bridge in Brooklyn. Well, look, all I'm saying is, alright, now I know you've heard the argument before, the whole Bridge in Brooklyn, but look, there is massive potential for growth, okay? So what you do is, I know a guy in Jersey, right? He's a friend of my brother's, of my sister's, of my mother's. It's complicated, okay? But the point is, he's never done me wrong. And if I put my name to you, he'll never do you wrong, right? Now, he has this great opportunity. I'm not going to say that you're going to own 100% of this bridge, but you're going to own at least 10% of this bridge, right? Now, you're probably thinking, oh, 10% of the bridge for what I'm giving you. No, hear me out. You're going to own 10% of this bridge forever, right? 10% of forever is technically forever, right? By that logic, you are already the richest person in history. So, you can afford this. That'll be $5,223. That might be my bail money, but it's also your future. How you doing there, Whiskers, anyway? This whole stream is just me talking to the camera, by the way, and just like, I'm not gonna do anything. So, anyone who's watching this prior or hence prior, investment. Now, sign here, completely exonerating me here. And finally, the most important one here is your money in my pocket, and I'm off to LaGuardia Airport. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not LaGuardia anymore, it's JFK, because some of us want to have liberal trade practices. I'm out of here. Let's fly off to fucking Cuba thinking it's like some sort of weird capitalistic glory hole. No, seriously. I would have been a snake oil salesman, or if not a snake oil salesman, then I would have been a proper merchant back in the day. You know, you buy, you sell, you know, like I've got, and that means anything. I probably would have been okay with being a slave trader at one point, I swear to fucking God. Look at this spry young African right here. Look how quickly they jump, you know. I did actually play JFK Reloaded. Carnival Barker. Ooh, I didn't even think of that. I could be a carny. Yeah, I could be a carny. Just have to develop a meth habit. That's all. Maybe some heroin. Yeah, it's doable. It's doable. All right, let's put a bit of music on. Here is Rockstar. Won't be going for too much longer. I'd say it wouldn't be longer than 2 hours. Well, they're drunk when you meet them, but let's be honest here. If you look closely at their arms, yeah, no. Come on, son. What's your matter? You pretty mommy? Too busy to ask and see if she's a celebrity or not? Well, we all know she is, so I suppose, if anything. Oh no, I'm not a celebrity, I'm just a regular... Are you? Well, I don't believe that for a second. What about you, good sir? You must be clearly graced with luck for marrying such a beauty right here. 3 for 3. 3 rings for $3. What you get? Why, everything you see before you, a cavalcade of wonders. Most of this I've seen in Spencer's Gifts. Ah, but did you buy them in Spencer's Gifts? No. And why is that? Too expensive. Aha! Too expensive for $3. Give it here. Oh, I won something. Yeah, that's just for display, by the way. It's actually... I bring back the thing, but it's like, it's just the box of it, and it's all like, you can hear it broken inside the item in question. Here! This time there's no legal bullshit, now fuck off! one and only. Behold, step up and see a chunk of the Twin Towers twisted together as so to show unity in this time of strife. Well, golly, I didn't know metal could twist this way. I guess jet fuel can melt steel beams. And they can. They do it in a way that will cost you $5 a gander. Seriously. Fucking pay up. I have this cane for a reason, boy. I'd be so bad as a carny because I'd be so aggressive. I would not be your friend. Be like, hey, you, here, now. Ah! Come on, come on. I'd have a little hook at the end of my cane just drag people in. Just, here's the thing. Watch it. Well, maybe I'd be an amazing carny, actually. I'm not thinking of it. Some say he came from the moon, others from the ground up. All we know is he is not one of us. Behold, Jim Jab, the Small. I'm like 5'7". Ooh, ah. People are taking pictures. What wonders will his mind behold? Dude, I'm just slightly smaller than the average man. Behold, the most plainest girl ever. And it's just one of the girls I'm working with. She's like, her job is to like fuel up all the cars before we drive off, and she's just eating a sandwich, and suddenly all cameras are on her. Ooh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Behold her blandness. Ask her about her hobbies. You'll find she has none. Look at those trousers. Those aren't for work. Those are for being the blandest human being on the planet. Oh, for fuck's sake, I got them in the dollar store. she buys in the dollar store. She's like us, but different. Quickly, mock her by pointing and laughing. No, folks, if you want to point and laugh, you can do it with these giant foam hands. Only $5 a piece. The alternative one would be like, I don't know, I'd steal Honey Boo Boo underneath my arm, and I'd be like running away with like a little piglet. You someone stole my daughter! See, Piggo, the world's most realistic pig girl. The sister. Oh, what was the name of Kermit's Miss Piggy? Miss Piggy. See the sister of Miss Piggy. I would just be that episode of DFF when you're talking about snake oil salesman. I'd be the example of one that would his car would break down as he was trying to run away with like money flying out on the back. And the local town would just grab me and lynch me. That would be my history. One-Eyed McGraw. That would be my name. One-Eyed McGraw. He knows what you're seeing. How'd you lose your eye? I don't know, and I don't care what the people in Louisiana tell you either. Alright? Seriously, I have no moral standing. Morals? Blah! What are those things? Something that make me money? No? Well, fuck you, ho. By please subscribe to Low Energy videos. Please like and share the stream. Come on, see Gusho, the man with the world's smallest bladder. Yeah, when I say Gusho, I mean Gusho. Comes, goes, comes, goes, comes, goes. I'm fantastic if I'm with you and we've got places to be and you're like, oh, well, you need to go and take a piss. Yeah, treadmill. I already said this. Oh, you weren't there. Yeah, that's the treadmill. Come Monday, you will actually see me live on stream run it. I can't do it late, so expect it after 6 AM to 9 PM. You guys will witness me run it for at least half an hour. And I will do that 3. That's 2. That's 3. Come on, show my mutant hands. I'll run it 3 times a week. On stream every single week. It sucks. But at the same time, it doesn't suck too much because regardless of ending, I'm still running it once a week anyway, even off stream. So hey. There's caveats, by the way, just so you know, Whiskers. If you guys want me to run faster for longer, well, that's what the stream goal down the bottom is, isn't it? If not, I will still get my standard half an hour in a day, and eventually, regardless of any of this, it will be pushed up to an hour and a half, and then 2 hours. You never need to do more than 2 hours running at a time. A day. That's your cardio for a day. 2 hours running. Oh, are those trophies? Yeah, what of it? The trophy is above my, the flag is above my bed. Also, was it you, Whiskers, who said that they could see, the Nazi stuff in my bedding? Because, yeah, after I said that, I started seeing some weird tri-crosses everywhere and shit. I bought them as a joke for every single game that I've beaten on stream so far. So, Space Marine, Oblivion, Fear, oh god, there is one more, I know it. Well, there's tons of shitty games that only had like one thing, like that free one I hated, for example. Yeah, that one also counts as well. Trucking will happen when I realize no one wants to watch trucking. Even now, it's one of my biggest things. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not as big as I noticed. The numbers have halved. I don't fucking blame them. I don't fucking blame them. I mean, you can only watch a drunk guy or a sober guy drive a truck for so often. But games like that, or The Sims, which I'm preparing to play sometime this month, in fact. I'll have to strip every mod, because there's a lot of nudity in all the mods I have currently for The Sims. But after that, then I will reinstall the mods that matter. That won't involve boobies. I will get rid of all them, add that in, and then I will proceed to play a Sim character, and perhaps even a Sim Dynasty. But I think what I'll do for that one is I'll go outside of my normal box and instead have a Sim that is, what is it? Oh, completely free. Like, completely free will. And I'll put them into a building and just see what the fuck happens. I bought a couple of them into the building. But, that's down the line. Not sometime, like I said, this month. It's a new month. A new year. Not anymore, but it is still kind of a new month. After I'm finished the next game, I won't have a trophy. So, I'm gonna have to find a thing to replace it with. I know where to get more of those trophies, it's just financially wise, I don't want to buy any more of those trophies, because it's not really all that important, is it? Also, let's be honest here. As far as trucking trophies go, I'm surprised. What's it? SCI hasn't reached out to me yet and went like, wow, you're really trying to push the idea of trucking, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah. So, maybe give me the next sub free, the next DLC free, maybe, you know, just throwing it out there. No. No, but I should do that. I should do that with a little knife. So maybe just put LEV on each one of them. The burn at the base of this makes it look like a nipple. Look at that. Look at that nipple. YouTube channel taken down. After today, I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, we suddenly realized we're too classy for your trash, so we're just gonna remove you and... okay, bye. It's gonna happen. I guarantee you. YouTube is gonna do that one of these days. It's gonna be something along the lines of, if you don't do these certain things with this certain amount of subscribers at this certain amount of fan base, you will no longer be eligible to do anything. I guarantee you that's gonna happen. But at that point, it's already, the damage is done. I guarantee you, the damage will be done. That's too sad. I'm a part of a new face. The Drunken.
And I'll die epic. And if it isn't what you want, it's time to make a change. Don't be a slave to your daily routine. Break the chains, take the reins. It's your life, so never lose it. The rest will never choose it. Be the best.
Let's do this for another half hour.
You need a play date, take a vacate to the Vegas Strip, or maybe take a swig or roll a blunt and take a hit.
This is all I want to do. I just want to chat to people.
You gotta light the fuse. Don't let the kid inside you die. This is your fight to lose. It's your choice, so grab your toys and make some damn noise. Quit being grown, come find a home here with the man boys. I'm never growing up. I'm a man boy, and I'm never growing up.
Except for the fact where I have to grow up because of financial crippling due to outstanding bills.
I'm a man boy, and I'm never growing up. What we got here?
Sure, don't let me stop you. Come and go as you please. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope to see you all again soon. You, anyway. Remember, tomorrow, 3 game plays, 1 strategy, 1 action, and 1 open air.
Give in to the night, start living your life and do it without
Alright, Whiskers.
fear. You
Take
got
care
a
too.
lot to give. Just keep it positive. I'm wishing they would. This
I'll
life
stick on
is
another
too
half an
good
hour
for
of
us
this,
not to
so
live. So take a shot
interested to see
and
if
sip and
anyone
buckle
shows
some
up.
killer shit. And survey says
Still,
Sanchez, still a
thank you for
bitch.
popping in. Don't forget to like the stream,
I'm never growing up.
and if you think anyone enjoys it,
I'm a man
share the stream.
boy, and I'm never growing up.
Well, you know how it is.
I'm a man boy, and I'm never growing up. I'm a man boy, and I'm never growing up. I'm not insulting adulting, I support it all the way. I just think we should turn Monday into a holiday. Now
We should
reach
turn
in heights
Monday
we
into a
thought we
holiday.
never gonna
We should call it
reach.
the
I'll bring
celebration
the
of the
treats.
decrepit.
Everybody eats. Yeah, I'm
Because when you're in your
thinking now I'm
30s and
getting
you
some
partied
handsome
all
money.
weekend
Hold
and
me
you
hostage
wake
with
up on
their
Monday,
hot toss them ransom money. Grab
you're
somebody,
decrepit.
show 'em what it's all
Yeah, I think
about.
it's a hint
If they
of what's
hate,
going to
no
happen in 30
hesitate.
years' time.
Call 'em out. Let them
Oh,
grown
my
folks
back.
roam.
Oh,
We
my
were
head.
all
Oh,
kids.
my
I'm
eyes.
holding on before it's gone. Pit bulls and ball pits. You can have the White House. Give me a bouncy house. Man, boy, mafia for life. Don't ever count me out. I'm never growing up. I'm a man boy, and I'm never growing up.
Probably won't even do half an hour, to be honest with you.
And I'm never
I mean,
growing
I've got
up.
no audience, then I ain't got no
I'm a man boy, and I'm never
Material.
growing up.
I'm going to check the Sky News now, because, well, I'm curious. That's it for the music, by the way. EU's considered flex... What? What? Flextension. Flex. Okay, I'm now going to show you, if I can. Oh, here. Not sure which is which. Okay, gamer, viewer, video, donations, window. And you on? Woo! Steam, what are you doing here? We are done with you. Sky News at 11. God damn it. Alright, so that's not the right one. Right, so I'll describe what Sky News is now saying. Brexit crisis, Labour disappointed by talks as EU offers flextension. It comes as Theresa May asks for an extension until the 30th of June, while Donald Tusk calls for delay until March 2020. Oh, Jesus. Come on. As my friend Linda in Budapest would say at a moment's notice. Come on! Also, by the way, it's not Sky News at 11, it's Sky News at midnight. Thank you very much. Labour has accused the government of failing to offer real changes or compromises during the talks to end the Brexit stalemate, as new exit dates are considered. Let's just keep pushing that shit back. Pushing it back again and again and again and again. Who needs a resolution? That's too icky. Ew. In a statement following more talks between opposition and a team appointed by Theresa May to agree with Ford, a Labour spokesperson said, "We are disappointed that the government has not offered real changes or compromise. We urge the Prime Minister to come forward with genuine changes to our deal in an effort to find an alternative that could win support in Parliament and bring the country together." But Number 10 insists it has made a serious proposal during the talks and is prepared to pursue changes in the political declaration. You haven't, because it didn't happen in fucking every single time you went to Parliament. Every time there was a talk among the Commons, you were like, we're not moving, I don't care, we're going to go through with this, it's what we have to do. And everyone's like, no. Even parts of your own your party is like, no. Prison Minister Rory Stewart has said that there is quite a lot of life left in the talk yet. If there is a lot of life in the talk, there is not a lot of life left in the English people. The main reason I started the previous stream early was because, quite honestly, I was up there talking to a bunch of people from the north, and we were talking about Brexit. And there is plenty to say about it, but it is not about how one side or another can do well. It's about how Britain can walk out of this without looking like completing her asshole. And that is mostly by just taking the fucking deal. Take the fucking deal. However, Mr. Tusk before we extend the march to the countries to endorse a much longer extension until March 2020. Mr. Tusk told officials the only reasonable way out of Brexit deadlock in Parliament is allowed another year for the talks. That's reasonable, is it? To ask English people to fucking procrastinate. They are the people that spawn the very concept of procrastination, and you're giving them the year to... whatever. Charities demand review of exporting immigrant cross. Trump snubs White House correspondents' dinner. Again, I already knew that, yeah. Plane forced to land after pilot screen goes blank. U.S. flight forced into emergency landing after pilot screen goes blank. In footage from the plane, the pilot tells passengers he had lost 2 screens and was running the risk of flying blind. He was going from Knoxville to Houston and was forced to stop in Dallas. But in all fairness, that's not terrible for the people who were landing in Houston aiming for Dallas, because Texan people will be like, oh, it's only a 6-hour drive from there, I'll be able to get that done and back here in no time. Drink ginger beer. I do love me some ginger beer. I do that. Crappies. Crappies ginger beer. Grapples ginger beer. I do believe that's what that's called, and I fucking highly recommend it. I don't blame you one iota, man. It is quite a solid liquid refreshment. I have Saxby's. I don't know what that is, but I hope it's positive and I hope it involves sex. Oh, okay. Let me check that shit out. Saxby's, because I know Krabby's ginger beer. I remember the ad back in a while. It was very British. It was the joke. It was meant to be there it is. Krabby's ginger beer was based off the one of the first sort of Martha Stewart-esque shows in the UK in like the 60s and early 70s, where she would be like, it was all black and white and she was on screen, and she was often very drunk while she was doing it, and her husband tried to help, and she would always, and I mean always, belittle him on screen. And these things would often be shot at least first live. They weren't like pre-recorded. So she'd be like, well, you just get the roast, and no. You always make the mistakes. You always fail at everything you do. Like, go away. And he'd kind of like waddle off. And the ad for Krabby's was the sort of like, well, you take the ginger into the beer and, me, not you, me. You know, so the joke would be that you'd be a terrible spouse. That was the joke of the beer. I loved it. I have a sexy phone. Sexy soft drink takes ginger beer. Oh, I actually would love to show that that ad right now. I'm trying to figure out how to show. I'm seeing your thing anyway. I'm seeing your Saxby's ginger beer shit. I'm trying to find the means to show my. Is it media? No. Color, text, Windows. Compatible with most modern browsers. Capture specific window and open on your computer. Okay, I guess. So there's that, but that's not the one I want. That's no. I kind of see what it was doing there. That's not what I wanted. Remove. It used to be so easy just to show. I'm gonna play 17. Kinda, actually. Yes. Yeah, fuck it. Alright. I'm down for that shit. Yeah, so I guess I will log off, and I've only got 17, mate. You wanna give me 19? That's different. You're not the first person tonight. I'm in the Hangouts area. Cool. I will. Alright, so I'm gonna end the stream now and set up a 2017 link. and from there we can move. From there I can actually do a stream. So yeah, I'll see you all there on the next live energy rambles then, I guess. Alright, see ya.